All right, so we're now back with our weekly review of movies headed to the big screen this weekend. I'm so excited.
Is producer joining us right now is producer and host of Picture
Look at that
Lock
guy.
Show, Kevin Sampson. Welcome back, Kev.
What's up, guys? How are you?
Good. So we're rain hit or miss throughout the weekend. It looks like it might be some good nights, and Sunday might be a good day to go to the movie. So what should people check out this weekend?
Yeah, most definitely. So first off, we got The Intruder. This is from director Dion Taylor. He actually last year directed Traffic, and so this film stars Michael Ealy and Megan Good. Dennis
You could have left it right there, Michael Ealy.
I know, Megan Good on me, but so basically it's about a young couple who goes to buy this home in Napa from Charlie, who's played by Dennis Quaid, and basically Charlie seems to have a little bit of possession issues and letting go of the house. After they purchase the house, Charlie just keeps kind of showing up on the property in different ways. He's cutting the grass at one point. When they start installing security cameras, he runs on the property and is like, "Don't drill holes in my house." And so as the film goes on, we kind of really start to wonder about Charlie. It's one of those films in which I think audiences are going to scream at the screen. It's one of those, "Girl, don't do that," like, "Why would you do that?" And unfortunately with this film, there is a certain line that it kind of crosses from where the audience that I saw it with collectively took a, like, I can't believe she's about to be that dumb again. And so once that hits in the film, that's when it turns into a comedy, because everyone is throwing daggers at what they're seeing in front of them. And so ultimately, I definitely give this film a C. I think it's one of those popcorn thrillers that if you turn your brain off and you know what you're going to get, then you'll really have a good time, a good ride. Again, Dion Taylor has an amazing way of building suspense within a scene. And so the payoff at the end of this film, I mean, the crowd went wild. And so I think they were there with it. But that doesn't excuse, the overall whole that you have to excuse so many dumb decisions on the main character's part.
All right, Kev, I also saw the film, and I'm going to disagree with you and give it a higher grade for one reason only.
Michael Ealy?
Michael Ealy takes his shirt off in it, just FYI, and there is a pretty steamy scene. So
A+, and I haven't even seen it.
Yeah. But I will tell you, I agree with, I scare easily, so I was like this the whole time.
Wow.
But there were times where you're like, "Oh my, why are you doing that? Leave." But I think that's what makes it a good, like you said, know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. I mean, it's fun. But you definitely have to turn your brain off. I love how you gave it a little higher score. Guys, the other film that's out is Ugly Dolls. Now, Ugly Dolls basically is about, I'm going to say this. It's basically Toy Story, Monsters, Inc., Trolls, all kind of wrapped up into one. There's a town called Uglyville, and basically all dolls with imperfection are knocked off of the assembly line, and they go to live in Uglyville. Moxie, who's played by Kelly Clarkson, is kind of the optimistic, super bubbly, ugly doll that just believes that this day is going to be the day that a child takes her to the big world to live with her. After that doesn't happen for a long time, she decides to get her friends to go see what's on the other side of the tube. Eventually, they find the Institute of Perfection, and the Institute is led by Lou, who's voiced by Nick Jonas. And basically, it's kind of like a college where all dolls go before they're going to go out into the big world to be paired with a child. Again, there's so many different stars in this. You got Janelle Monáe, Nick Jonas, Blake Shelton, Wanda Sykes, Gabriel Iglesias. It's a lot of big names, but unfortunately they can't all carry, I think, the acting that you really need in a film like this. So like Trolls set a kind of high bar for the musical animated number about being, yourself regardless of your imperfections. And I think it doesn't really quite hit it here. Again, this is another C that I give it to, but it's ugly heart as the film, the characters in the film might say. The message is definitely super positive. So it's definitely one that when you take your kids there, you'll have a great car ride home and a great conversation.
Oh, good.
Okay. All right. What about Shadow? What is Shadow about?
Guys, Shadow, I saved the best for last. Listen,
Okay.
I give this thing an A. It is a martial arts film, and I'm not gonna botch names.
Oh, this is the
Director's
one
name-
with Batista.
Yeah. No. The director's name is Zhang. But listen, it's basically about the drama surrounding kind of like an ancient court. So there's two different families. One family kind of occupies this city called Jing, and so the other family, the king is kind of a cruel king, but his policies has allowed them to keep the peace. So there's a commander who suffered like this wound, and basically he took a peasant slave, to kind of be his double, and that's his shadow. And so basically, it is so many different things wrapped up in one. It's drama, it's forbidden love, it's martial arts. And guys, I gotta say, like the set design, the cinematography, they just use black or white or gray, and it really feeds into telling the story where you're so engaged on the performances. Guys, like, this thing is really worth seeing. It's in limited release. I know you can go see it at Landmark E Street Cinema in DC right now, and it's definitely worth it. If martial arts is your type of thing, if forbidden love stories, honor, martial arts, all that stuff is your thing, go see this film. It's definitely good.
Okay. Shadow.
Yeah.
Kev, thanks, man.
I like
No
it.
problem, guys.
Where can
Y'all
people
have
go
a
for all
good
your
weekend.
reviews?
Picturelockshow.com. You can find the movie reviews, all that good stuff. Today's show, the podcast and radio show, we're doing a Avengers Endgame recap, so definitely want to check that out.
Oh, Kevin, wait a minute. I got a serious question to ask you. When it comes to like outtakes in a movie, is there any chance you could get your hands on that Michael Ealy
Oh
scene
my
where he's taking off his
God.
shirt? I was just,
I guess that might be on the bonus features of the film. You could put it in slow-mo.
They should do it.
There you go.
I got to work on mine, though.
All right, Kev, good talking to you.
Good talking to you guys. Have a
All
good
right.
week.
See you, pal.
Aw, Picture Lock. I like him. He's a good
Yeah.
guy.